Hello, everyone. This is your truly, Mr. Steven, and welcome to the Steven Factor. Happy December, everyone. I know that 2020 is come to the close finally, but as you all may know, Christmas is starts at least like 2.5 weeks away, if I'm mistaken. If not, I will double check the calendar. But hopefully, Christmas is just around the corner. Christmas is coming over 2 weeks away, and also Hanukkah is just around the corner too. Now I'm gonna do this reaction video about this guy named Kenneth Copeland, and that's how I'm going to do it here tonight because Spencer Smith brought me here because he's going to do it a new, different kind, a awkward chameleon, which is very disturbing and also very scary too. Now I'm gonna do this commentary about this Kevin Copeland guy because I used to watch Kevin Copeland when I was a boy, right before I head out to school, especially for my mom. But a few years later, when I was growing up, I just realized that he changed his old lifestyle, doing false profits, mansions. He had his own airport. It was a totally mess for him. And yes, I'm not a fan of him and any kind of televangelist. I really don't know what's really going on. So this is a video where Kevin Copeland asked Professor Stevens decided to team up, and also Copeland said that the Lord directed him to do something even different. So just take a look with this. Bear with me.
God directed me to demonstrate some things. I need a little Ziploc bag to behind that. So that the next time you take communion, this will be in your mind's eye. Instead of just, what is this? I don't know. And, oh, that's perfect. That's exactly. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So now, Greg, talk to us about the salt covenant. The salt covenant is one of the most ancient personal covenants between two people. Salt is the word, comes from Latin root sal. Solarium means salary. It was the compensation that Rome paid to a soldier. Part of their salary was in salt. And so that's where we get the word salary from the Latin word salary. Well, that guy's not worth his salt. Not worth his salt. So what would happen is I would have salt on me because they're in the desert. I had salt on me, you had salt on you. And we carried it in a bag. Once you put salt on a T-bone steak, you can't get it out. It goes in. Salt goes in. So no. Every covenant is about making two one. Yes, sir. That's what the thing's all about in the beginning. Yes, sir. So in the simplest terms, I have salt in a pouch on me. You have salt in a pouch on you. We're going to come into a salt, part of our salary, covenant with one another, all right? Financial. So you've just poured your salt into that bag. Now I'm going to pour my salt from my pouch into that bag. And then the next thing we will do, if you shake it up, please, we would shake it. I've given you some of my salt, you've given me some of your salt. Can you separate your salt from mine? Absolutely not. We have become one in this ancient, simple life and savory and seasoning. Jesus walked by. But I wanted you to see it. I wanted you to see it. Now, so this is your cup. Yes, sir. This is my cup. So
All right, I want to stop you right there for 1 second. Now, I want you to take a look at his hand, see what he's doing. Do you see what he's doing? First of all, he didn't cut his real hand. He didn't do the real cut of his real hand. What he did is he's trying to do a demonstration. He can use a popsicle stick, and the audience think that he's gonna cut his hand to drip the blood on the cranberry juice. And to be honest with you, it's like a demonic to me, and it is so very uncomfortable. And I really don't know why, how the heck they doing that, because that was completely inappropriate. And they've never been doing this in any other churches as well too. So so Kevin Copeland pretends to cut his hand, and they're gonna do something the ancient way, like other ancient people do. And Professor Stevens do the same thing. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna pretend cut their hands and pour his cup and pour some in their cup and collide. So let me watch this.
That's the cutting.
And as you may know, there's no blood in it. Okay, there's no blood dripping out of his hand. So that's completely stupid. Now,
And then I would do the same. Jesus said, take this cup. This is my blood of the new covenant. Now we mixed our blood. Which is his and which is mine. We could never separate. You can't separate. That's it. Praise God. Amen. Praise God. The Hebrew word for that, for blood, is Adam. It's where the root of Adam. It's Adam's name was blood. Genesis chapter 4. Cain kills Abel. And Abba says, his blood cries out to me from the ground. That word is not blood cries out. We translated it into English. It's plural. It's plural. It's two of them. I didn't know that. And it's bloods cries out to me from the ground. And so, Lord, why bloods? It was Abel and all of the seed that would come from Abel cried out. Bloods. Bloods. This is why David had to find the blood of Saul and of Jonathan. They actually cut a blood. They cut what we did symbolically. They did. And so he was bound to find the bloods of Jonathan and Saul. That's what Jesus does. He cut a covenant with the Father. It became flesh and blood. This is why he said, as often as you drink this, we've partaken of his covenant, and I'm part of that blood. It's good stuff. Praise God. So it's more than just a ritual we do. It's a holy thing. Oh, listen. And heals you. Now, let me illustrate something else. Now, our blood.
okay, let me just fast forward.
Now, at the communion table,
Now, Kevin Copeland.
he said, this is my blood of the new covenant. All of you drink all of it.
Now, Kevin Copeland's going to drink the blood inside that juice.
And I want you to be this way every time you take communion, and you ought to take it a lot. A lot. Now his blood is in my body. It's in there. His blood is mixed with my blood. Can you see it? Western people don't know anything about covenant. Eastern people do.
And I'm going to stop you right there. That's one of the... Yo, I have no words for this guy, man. That guy is crazy and demonic. I really don't know how to say this because there's so many false priests trying to do something stupid stuff that everyone never seen before, or people think there's something new on this service or even convention, but this is not. This is completely inappropriate about this, the new covenant thing. So, a recap. He want to show all the viewers trying to cut the hand, pour it into the blood in the juice, and you ask the other partner to cut his hand to pour his blood in the juice, put it together, and drink it a lot. And let me tell you something. Kevin Copeland trying to tell the viewers, trying to do this for real. But the question is, they should do it to follow Kevin Copeland's advice? No. That's number one. And number two, they're not doing this for God. They're doing this for money. And that's how they do it. How they get information from the Salt Covenant. Yes, it says on the internet, or it could be the Bible or something like that. You have to definitely look it up. But the difference of the communion is not exactly what it's all about. Okay, you cannot cut your hand, and you cannot show it to your friends that too. Like they will say to me, guys, look what happened Kevin Copeland did. He told us to cut his hand and trying to pour the blood in. And when you drink it in front of all these people, that definitely makes us uncomfortable. And that was completely inappropriate. But you know what? It's all about the money. So, folks, if you're a fan of Kevin Copeland, do yourself a big favor. Don't watch him no more. He do some crazy stuff, to be honest with you. As you may know, the Victory Channel's on DirecTV now. And everything's going to stop, man. Everything is going to stop. So don't do that what Kevin Copeland has said. But if you want to do the original communion, here's my advice. Just take a nice, wonderful loaf of bread, grab some grape juice. You could dip the bread in, and you could say these words what Jesus said to his disciples. Like, this is my body, which is broken for us. Do in remembrance of me. And you could take a bread first. This is my body. And you drink the juice, which is represent, or the wine. You could drink it. This is my blood, which is broken for us. So you could drink it with the juice with it. So you could drink it with the juice with it. And it also represents that you're a Christian believer, that you take this communion. And to be honest with you, it's not that bad. I took it. It was amazing. And you can still believe in Jesus in your life, and especially in your heart. That's it. All right, folks. Just a full reaction video. Have enough of ideas. But that's about it. That's about it. And I just want to let you know, I hope everything will be okay, and especially for this 2020 should be closed. But for now, it's time to say goodnight. This is your stream saying, Mr. Stevens. This is your stream, Mr. Stevens saying, and remind you to wear your mask because they save lives, and dolo para la familia. Thank you for watching the Steven Factor. Everyone, Mr. Steven here. Thank you so much for watching my new episode of the Steven Factor. If you want to learn more about my video, and especially my channel, hit the subscribe button. Alright? It's right here on your screen. And also, click on the notification bell to check out my latest videos. See you there.